This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
That's right. Welcome to Inside the Jaguar Nation. He's Morgan Beard. I'm Brian Hahn. We'll bring in our Southern Insider, Aaron Lee, here in just a second. But it almost started out, it was starting to look like there at the end of the third quarter, early fourth quarter, a celebratory Inside the Jaguar Nation.
The Jags, they had a shot coming up oh so close. And, you know, the players, they don't want to hear this right now. They're not into moral victories, but still a performance to be very proud of. And before the game, you could tell they were coming out fired up. Coach Dawson Odom
Best
getting
team
them ready to go.
Leave no doubt who that is. Leave no doubt. It's the Bayou Classic. Let's go have some fun. Unleash on three. 1, 2, 3.
Coming in, there's a look at Summer.
Spot in the swag title game on the line for the winner, but that pregame speech didn't work right away. Austin Howard, first snap of the game, picked off by Jatarius Pouncey, and just 7 plays later. You know this Grambling State offense, they could do it with ease, and right here, Devontae Kincaid keeps it on the option and takes it in for the 9-yard score. Tigers up 7-0 in a hurry. And same score in the second quarter, though. Watch Kincaid do work with a little spin and rollout action, looking like Russell Wilson there. And he finds his target, Martez Carter, for the touchdown, 14-zip. Grambling looking like they'd run away with it.
Yeah, late second, Jaguars finally get the big fella in the end zone. Devon Ben barrels in, getting the Jags there on the board. They're going nuts. They got a shot, and they get more. Third quarter, downtown Howard to Mr. Kendall Catalon.
Nice
he
catch.
may be small, but he's got a big heart. Gets in the end zone right there. Maybe the best freshman on the roster, by the way. Number 7, he's feeling it. What a game this would be. Jags down 6. Game on the line. Who do you turn to? Austin Howard puts it on a spot, and that gives the Jags lead. But hold the party. Grambling coming right back in the fourth quarter. Mr. Carter around the world, and he's back again as Grambling puts this one away, 30-21. We talked to the head coach, unfortunately, after the loss.
All right, I'm here with Coach Dawson Odom after a tough one. Just explain your thoughts on tonight's game, Coach.
I mean, we had our chances, man. We didn't make enough plays. They're a good football team. We came up a little short, but we gave ourselves a chance.
Your guys fought all night. This was a battle. You guys put Grambling behind, which they haven't been, you know, this whole season like that. You know, how proud are you of your guys, of the fight they've shown tonight?
Well, I'm very proud of them, man. We had a decent year. This game means a lot, not only to our players, but to our alumni. And we came out on the short end. They're a good football team, but both teams got to replace some players next year, and we'll get better and move on.
All right, Coach, what is the message you want to send to your seniors? This is not the way they anticipate going out. You know, as a coach, as a leader, as a mentor, you know, what is the message you're going to give to those seniors that's leaving?
Hey, I'm proud of them, man. They had a great career here. They just got to keep grinding and keep working, you know, in the next chapter of their life. But they're some good guys. They left our program on a great foundation.
All right, thanks, Coach.
He was there in the Superdome. You just saw him. Our Southern Insider, Aaron Lee, now joins us here in studio. This is actually your first Bayou Classic. Your head okay? I mean, it was pretty loud. You get your Advil afterwards?
It was very loud in there. First of all, it has been a pleasure covering the Jaguars this season. The energy in the Superdome was amazing. What a great game. I caught myself cheering in the press box when they took the lead
That's not allowed in
late
this
in the
profession,
fourth. But as a coach, as a player, as a fan, that's all you can ask is being in the game and having a chance to win.
Well, and once you do that, you get Mr. Austin Howard, Mr. Senior there. Talk about his game. What did he kind of bring in this game?
Yeah, Brian, after that interception, the crowd went silent on the Jaguars sidelines. But Austin Howard kept his confidence, and he showed that in the second half. Once he got the passing touchdown to catalog, he was rolling. Then he found tight end Dylan Beard. However, the way it ended on a sack fumble, it was sad to see. Here's Austin explaining what happened on the touchdown and that sack on the next series.
All praises, I was telling him, man, just play big boy ball, you know. We got the look we wanted, and we just, you know, we marched it down the field. And when I told him big boy ball, I mean, that was the play he scored on. So, I mean, I told him, man, look, just like practice. I ain't seen him, you know. I still don't know what happened, but all I know is I was getting ready to throw. I just got hit from the backside, and the ball came up.
Now, Aaron, Austin Howard played big at times in the second half, but the defense, They were kind of put in a bind from the get-go with that early interception on the first play of the game. The defense, they missed a few opportunities, but they played well for the most part. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah, Morgan, defense didn't play perfect, but they made timely stops. Like Coach Odom said, they had their chances. The Jaguars kept a high-scoring offense to only 30 points, and even in the first half when the offense struggled, they were up and the defense was up and down their field all night. They were hitting hard, making tackles, and senior Aaron Taylor, defensive end, said they were prepared for Kincaid all week and they were ready.
Kincaid is an amazing athlete, don't get me wrong, but his front five aren't the best, you know what I'm saying? They're not the best line we faced, and I've said that time and time again, you know what I'm saying? He's one hell of an athlete, and just getting past them, after you get past them, you just got to know how to Kincaid him. He's like a wizard back there. The man's amazing, but they struggle up front, and we took advantage of them struggling up front. It wasn't nothing that they did, it was just, we prepared for that.
All right, our thanks to Aaron Lee. As we take you to break, we always do with the Human Jukebox. Aaron Lee will be back in the show here in just a few seconds, or a few minutes. Coming up with more from Austin Howard, more there from the Superdome, the Bayou Classic.
That's right, nice little one-on-one with Austin Howard. And later in the show, we bring you a fan favorite. Brian, you're busting out
Is it
the
really
tools.
a fan favorite? It's just my favorite.
I think you wrote that. I think you wrote that in the script.
I might have written that tease. Yeah.
Hey, it's a play breakdown. That much more here on Inside the Jaguar Nation.
You're watching Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm, with Brian Holland, Morgan Beard, Ashley Lyotis, and Aaron Lee.
That's right. Welcome back to Inside the Jaguar Nation. Brian Holland alongside Morgan Beard. And Morgan, look, I'm going to break down some of the tape in number 7. He missed some throws in the Bayou Classic. It's not what you want to do, especially in your senior year. But, man, he showed a lot of heart and came back from it.
And that's what it matters most, and that's exactly why he has our Performance of the Week. We got 2 MVPs, Aaron Lee and Austin Howard after the Bayou Classic.
Just tell me about how you were able to lead your team in that second half and take the lead and bring this game down to the wire.
I mean, I just told them, man, let's just stay together. You know, positive things always happen when you stay together, you know. When you start to point fingers, that's when, you know, all the adversity come on towards you. So, I mean, that was my big thing in the second half. Let's just stay together. You know, everything couldn't go wrong with us. So I told them, man, let's just stay together and we'll be all right.
As far as the first half, you know, you guys struggled a little bit on offense. You came out and threw that pick. How did you just, you know, keep your head up and just keep your focus to have that second half that you had?
I mean, coaches harp on, man, adversity will hit at some point in time. And in our case, it hit early. You know, it hit against me. You know, I'm the leader of the offense, so, you know, they look at me for an answer. And I just had to keep a level head. You know, I couldn't get too down. I couldn't get too high. So, I mean, it just made things happen.
As a senior, this being a final game as a Jaguar, what's the message you want to send out to Jaguar Nation, to your teammates, to your coaches?
All good things got to come to an end. To the Jaguar Nation, man, I appreciate everybody, you know, supporting us through the ups and downs, through the thick and thins. You know, to my coaches, man, I appreciate every lesson that they taught me. You know, everything that they brought me through, you know, to get me to my lowest point, just to build me back up. You know, I just appreciate everyone that supported us, you know, even our enemies, you know. I appreciate everybody, you know, so that's who made us what we are.
All right, thanks, Austin. This has been a great season.
Yes, sir, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, bittersweet season for Austin Howard and the Jags. Thanks, Aaron, once again. Now it's that time again. Brian Holland entering the film room one last time to dig a little deeper on some key plays from the Bayou Classic. Brian, how you doing over there?
Yeah, Morgan, got my clicker out. Unfortunately, though, it's a season-ending loss, and you saw it right there. He's a record-setting quarterback, but at the end of the season and you lose, it's the negative plays you'll remember the most, and that's what we're going to cover as the Jaguars really had their chances. This wasn't a blowout. This wasn't last year. This was a game in reach for the Jaguars. They just simply made a few mistakes, and when I broke it down kind of in the film room a few minutes ago, it really shows they were really in this game, and it was just a few finite things, and unfortunately that's kind of how it comes down sometimes. First quarter, you got no score, in 2nd and goal right here, and it's at the 9-yard line. This play, really a tip of the cap, by the way, to the old Nebraska option out of an I formation package. Triple option, Kincaid. Let's go ahead and roll it. This is to spread out the 3 defensive backs. You basically take these 3 defenders out of the play. You're going to go basically to the short side. It's basically kind of even right there, but basically the short side, you're going to the left, option play right here, going to the left, and Kincaid really isn't even going to think about the fullback right there. But watch this. Okay, right here, you got your weak side defensive end and your weak side linebacker. Take a look at those guys and how they defend. You have to give maximum effort. The linebacker actually getting to the spot. Unfortunately, you have to keep your fundamentals when you get to the spot. He whiffs on the tackle, and Kincaid is going to turn that into a touchdown every time. Now let's look at the offense. Austin Howard, unfortunately, not the first quarter that he wanted. And look at the fundamentals from Howard. He's jazzed up. He's got adrenaline rolling. Let's roll it back just a little bit. You're going to see Austin Howard in some of these fundamentals from this pass. Look at the back foot right there, flaring up all the way up. That's what they had on actually the last play as well. That back foot, you never want to see that back foot flare up. He was actually throwing to the slot receiver. You wouldn't know it. You have to drive off that back foot. You can't let it flare up like a pitcher, basically. So how do they defend from there? Well, we talked about this front seven. We talked about basically numbers, right? Gramblin's going to try and get you in bad situations. That's what they do here. You've got 6 offensive linemen against basically 8. So 6 versus 8, you think, okay, you do have a running back, so it's 8 versus 7. You should be able to make the stop right there. Unfortunately, the safety picks wrong. And once again, Grambling has the athletes that are going to make you pay. Grambling got them in bad situations, bad down and distance on offense. As we saw Austin Howard, some of those throws were 3rd and long, so the running game not doing him any favors. Southern just really didn't ever get ahead in this game, literally and figuratively, especially in down and distance, and that's what really did them in here in this Bayou Classic. Morgan?
Brian, you're breaking it down just like the human jukebox breaks it down each and every week for Southern. Good stuff there. Hey, we're not done or even close to being done here at Inside the Jaguar Nation. Coming up, we'll have our special story on Devon Gales, and you don't want to miss that one. And as always, it's a busy time at Southern. We're busting out that calendar to give you everything you need to know on the bluff. Inside the Jaguar Nation returns in just a bit.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
And welcome back to Inside the Jaguar Nation. Morgan Beard there, Brian Hahn here, and we're not all about just football, right?
Yeah, I know a lot of people are sad football season coming to a
basketball
close.
Season right around the corner.
Exactly. A lot of good stuff on the bluff. And for another look at what else is going on around campus, Ashley Otis takes care of that for us with a look around Southern.
Basketball season gearing up on the bluff this week. Let's take a look at some results. Men's basketball took on North Carolina Central in Carolina on Sunday, but they lost 67-80. On Wednesday, they hosted the University of Tennessee Martin and won 69-66. The women's basketball team played Wisconsin on Monday, but lost a tough one, 77-74. Coming up on the bluff, men's basketball will host Wiley College on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. The women's team will play Oklahoma State in Stillwater on Thursday at 7 o'clock. We'll, of course, have more results throughout the week.
Miss Liotis, those colors were not cleared for this. She's apparently representing Graham, but we got more from inside the Jaguar Nation next. Story you don't want to miss as we update you on the status of Devon Gales. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. It's next, right here on Inside the Jaguar Nation.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
That's right. Welcome back to Inside the Jaguar Nation, here with you every Sunday night. And this week's feature about a Jaguar we all know who's been inspiring us. I know he's inspired me, Devon Gales. We all remember where we were in that 2015 game, Georgia and Southern, there in Athens. But he's been making strides, and really, I mean, that's really the inspiring part for me.
Yeah, really a great story all around, and because of that, Chad Savity bringing an update on Devon and his progress, and of course talking a little Bayou Classic.
In his dreams, Devon Gales walks with ease.
This dream that my mom bought me some shoes, some red shoes, and I was tying them like right in the back room. And I was walking outside, and I was going to get in somebody's car. Right after that, she bought me those red shoes. So I was like, so it's coming. I just never know when.
In reality, he walks with a helping hand. But Gales won't stop until his dreams become reality once again.
To be able to walk and share my story. everything is in God's plan, and anything's possible.
He's a wonderful kid. Devon is just, you know, he continues to show not just, you know, my husband and I, but everybody that he's determined, and when he puts his mind to something, he's going to get it done.
Meanwhile, his love of football and former teammates at Southern is clear, and Gales is confident in the Jaguars ahead of Saturday's Bayou Classic.
I'm so proud of them because I knew they could do it. They put their heart and soul into what they're doing, and everything just coming into place.
What's your prediction for Saturday?
Oh, we're going to win. I couldn't tell you a score, but we're going to win.
And while Gales may not be on the Superdome sidelines with the Jags, his fight and his spirit have certainly made their mark.
I say I'm still living, and I'm still pushing and fighting to be able to get to a goal that I've been trying to accomplish since this happened.
Hey, good stuff there from Chad Sabby and Devon. Keep doing your thing, buddy. We're rooting for you. Hey, coming up next here inside the Jaguar Nation, Southern may be out of it, but we're still looking at that SWAC championship coming up. We'll be right back.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
Hey, welcome back to Inside the Jaguar Nation. Wrapping up a great regular season for the Jags.
Yes.
But you know where we're going next. One of my favorite spots in all the world.
Oh, yeah, your hometown, H-Town, Houston. Of course, that's where the SWAC championship will be.
Bayou City.
Yes, and we know Southern missing out on their ticket to the title game, but Grambling will be representing the West. And, Brian, tell the people what they need to know.
Well, Graham, I mean, they're going to be heavy favorites, okay? But keep this in mind. They're taking on Alcorn State now, 41-14 in their regular season matchup there versus the Braves. But 7 turnovers there from the Braves.
Ooh.
So, and then remember, last year's 43-18, they went to the SWAC championship game for a rematch. It was a 7-point game. This one's always close, but you got to give it to the Tigers.
It's going to be a good one.
All right, wrapping it up for Aaron Lee, for Morgan Beard, I'm Brian Hall, and thanks for stopping by Inside the Jaguar Nation.
Turn on Baton Rouge's #1 station, Q106.5.
Baton Rouge, wake up to the capital city's favorite morning team, Sybil J and me, the Fly Jock. This is Tom Joyner, inviting you to wake up to the Tom Joyner Morning Show, weekdays on Baton Rouge's #1 radio station, Q106.5.
Maybe tonight, the night we lose control.